fancy candles, Malcolm. Well, this looks lovely. Sit.
Why? What's happening?
Sit! Okay, you're the boss, Malcolm. Sitting down and, ooh, nothing but dessert on the table. Just your style of leadership, Malcolm. Fantastic. What's this?
Yes, as you can see, my dear boy, the proof is in the pudding. We are about to endeavour upon the most adult discussion there is, tax. Nothing's more grown up than that. Unless, of course, you also to discuss scandalous affairs. Why, I know of a particularly indecent romp between Tony Abbott and...
That's quite enough. I really don't want to get sued over this, but... yeah, between you and me, it's pretty saucy.
Well, I do suppose a thorough discussion on tax is just as tantalising as sex gossip. So here, you awful baboon, every single option I can possibly muster off the top of my head of how we can fix this disastrous mess. Let's count them as adults together, shall we? Ready? One!
Yeah, next.
That's it!
You want to raise the GST to 15%.
Oh, I didn't say that. I just said that all options are on the table.
You understand that if you raise the GST to 15%, the lowest income earners in the country would be paying 20% of their disposable income in GST.
Of course I understand that, you snippy little ferret. How dare you accuse I of being an imbecile? I'm an emotional imbecile, as I don't care.
But what of the destitute living standards, my lord?
What of them?
They'll just have to become as creative with their living standards as I am with the word fair. Which, careful now, that's my 4 cans of soup.
Yeah, or just a suggestion for the table.
I'm barely listening as I just caught my reflection in your pupils, and my God, have you ever seen anything rosier than these cheeks apart from roses?
How about the Liberal Party?
Yes, out with it, baboon. Do not force me to throw my other shoe at you. For think of the victims. This little footsy's already experiencing a ghastly chill from the elements.
Raise taxes on the rich instead of the poor for once.
Oh, I see. You look upon this very serious table discussion as some excuse to have a monkey shine, Is that it?
No.
Oh, come now, baboon. End this charade. It's in your very nature to commit monkey shines. Regardless, this grotesque suggestion, dear sir, of taxing the rich belongs inside the poor person I pay to be my personal bin. Now,
Thank you, my lord.
bins have never talked outside of Japan, nor shall they ever again! Oh dear, he's quite dead. Lucy, call America and see if Bernie Sanders will surrender his presidential campaign to be my personal dumpster, on the proviso that he wears sandals at all times and legally changes his name to Beanie Sanders.
Okay, well, if you're not even going to consider taxing the rich more, can you at the very least please stop mentioning every time you say tax reform that it's going to be fair? Because until you go after corporations like Apple and Chevron that are collectively dodging over $8 billion a year in tax.
Oh, why bother with such a piddly amount as $8 billion? I give that much to homeless squeegee men at the stop nights. After I run them down so that when their soul ascends to heaven it mutters.
Damn it! I was bloody close to the good life, wasn't I?
Malcolm, turn, prank.
Okay, let's start a tally then, shall we? Your revenue ideas here, and mine here. As there's also the $13.6 billion a year Howard gave in tax cuts to the richest 10% of society, as well as the $2.5 billion you and your gated friends are skimping on top of that.
Through perfectly legal avenues.
Because your party made them legal!
My dear boy, I don't think you understand how crazy the Liberal Party are. They wanted to spend that $2.5 billion raising a plesiosaurus from the dead, just to spook Rex Hunt as he fished.
Oh, looks like we got a nip. That's a relief, we're filming a TV show here, mate. It's a big nip. It's a bloody bit. Oh my God! There's no way I'm kissing that!
In contrast, option A of allowing us to keep all of our wealth appears rather sane in comparison, wouldn't you agree?
Then there's the $7.6 billion a year you let the biggest polluters in the country get away with by scrapping the carbon tax. And why did you do it again?
It would hurt the poor, and if anything should ever happen to my personal being, I'd get another one. Where is Beanie Sanders?
The poor paid nothing of the carbon tax. In fact, they were reimbursed an additional 20 cents, but they'll certainly be paying a GST hike that is 4 times the size of the carbon tax.
Yes, but there's many of the poor, they'll all be chipping in, like when they're on a bus.
Then there's the motherload of tax evasion to the rich that your party refuses to touch. Superannuation tax concessions.
Liar!
Morrison and I have formulated a plan most cunning indeed to sneak into the thick of night and steal $6 billion away from those fat cats in a scattered-like manner by closing a few loopholes in a plan we like to call Operation Lazy.
Yeah, which, putting aside that that's the exact same figure you gave to the rich in the form of new incentives and tax cuts in the 2014 budget.
Indian giver.
You think $6 billion a year is a courageous stand against the rich when they're ripping $35 billion out of the system every year?
I never said it was courageous. It was my chief political advisor, the Lion from The Wizard of Oz, who was the one that declared that it's courageous. He's camera shy.
It is chicken feed designed to give off the illusion of fairness while you whack the rest of Australia with a $26 billion tax hike to cover the remaining hemorrhaging $29 billion out of that one loophole alone. So far, I've identified $72.7 billion the rich are ripping out of the system each and every year, and I didn't even try that hard. Yet the only option you've put on the table is to tax the poor more.
Quite enough. Methinks this conversation has become rather tiresome, so I shall end it in the quickest manner I know how. Tony Abbott is clearly having an affair.
Oh God, shut it down! Shut it down!
Please press the subscribe button now.
Come on.